Hey everybody, it's Christina. Guess surprise, I'm not in DC. I didn't make it because of the weather. I actually got stuck in St. Louis on Monday night. Got there at 6. First round of storms came in. They kept pushing it back, and then they ran to get us on the plane. They got the A's and the B's on. They had to stop because then the lightning was coming through, and then they came back on and they said, well, how, if you want to get off, you can get off. And then they let a few people off, because, and I'm like, why would you want to get off with the lightning? But anyway, then the hailstorm came and did damage onto the plane, so then they had to have it inspected, and by that time, I think they finally canceled about 1 o'clock. So then I tried to reschedule, and I wasn't going to get there until like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and it was like, why would I want to go for an hour? And then also sat in the airport for all day long in St. Louis, but God love them. So anyway, I didn't make it the second day because I didn't want to. But everything happens for a reason, right, Christina?
That's right.
Because we have been crazy busy with a lot. We have a couple of dance recitals in town tonight. So we have been doing lots and lots of dance recitals. Saw some people coming in the door, said, see who it was. Anyway, how are y'all doing today? Hope everyone's doing all right. And also, I got to go to the Arkansas Forest Association meeting today, which I thought I was going to get out of. Oh, did I say that? Anyway, but...
Joke's on you. You were there.
On me, but we were going to be there anyway, so I wasn't worried about it, right?
That's right. Can you all hear Mr. Chris today?
It might have went off because I walked away from it. Let me take it off?
No, I mean, it can stay, but...
Yeah. So, I'll walk up here to see somebody before we got started. Maybe I made it not come on. Plus, Henry's doubleheader tonight. So
there we go. See?
Everything happens for a reason.
Is it here?
Oh yeah.
Down at Junior Deputy?
Yeah, Junior Deputy. So we don't know what this foliage is. It almost looks like it's in the Lycopodium family, but I'm sure it's not. I'm sure my florist friends out there will tell me what it is. So if you know what this is, pop in and tell us. So we're going to work with a couple of different varieties of roses. These are called blueberries. Then we have our country blues. Here's some more blueberries. Then we've got some coral charm peonies that aren't open yet, but they will be open by tomorrow, I can assure you. Then we've got some butterfly ranunculus, fun color.
Oh, I love those, girl.
And then we've got these fun colored pincushion protea. They're not really orange. We'll call that cinnabar in there. And then we've got a couple purple tulips we're going to add to it. And then we've got some light pink Leucanthus. So let's get started. So we're not even using hydrangeas today. Can you believe it?
Look at you.
Can you believe it? Yeah. There's that. Let us know how everybody's doing. Everybody survived the storms. Oh, then let me finish the funny part of the story, though. So when I decided I wasn't going to fly home, I knew I couldn't get home that night, of course. So I had to get a hotel room. And so I get the hotel room. Well, first off, I filled out the Expedia thing wrong, and I put the 21st to check in.
Chris,
So
I'm honestly just proud of you for even doing that.
had to figure out how to use Expedia.
Yeah.
Well, apparently I didn't do it right because I got the wrong date. So I get there, and they're like, oh, we don't have your name on here. Are you sure? And I said, absolutely. Here's my confirmation number. And they go, well, that's confirmed for 2 days from now. Okay. And so they go, but I think there's a few rooms available next door. So I lugged my little bit of luggage across the street in the storm. And luckily they did. Actually, it was really nice hotel. It's called Pear Tree. Anyway, I think that's like a chain in that area, but it was nice. But then I think I got one of the last rooms, and guess where they put me? On the very top floor. And as soon as I got into my room, what happens? The tornado sirens go off. And I'm like, oh, I don't know if I need to be on the top floor here with this tornado siren going on. So I go downstairs. There's the best part. I go downstairs and I ask the lady at the front desk, I said, the tornado sirens are going on. She goes, yeah. I said, well, where do we go? She said, Well, the lights aren't flickering yet, so don't worry about it. Just go back to your room.
That's pretty good.
And I'm kind of like, well, Arkansas, when the lights start flickering, that means it's here.
It's here.
It's here. And she goes, no, we're here. It'll be all right. Just go back until the lights flicker or till the lights go out. Then you need to worry. And I'm like, that ain't how it works in Arkansas.
And then you're trying to truck down the four flights of stairs with no electricity.
In the dark. I'm like, I'm living that one. Anyway, so that's how my Monday night went. Got a pretty good flight home. And thank goodness we did, because as soon as I got here, we were busy.
You know, it's going to be Miss Amanda and I designing.
And the ladies were super busy of all those little cases today, too.
That's right.
So we are beyond blessed again.
We are going to be closed on Saturday.
We are. Except your mother, didn't I tell your mom just took some arrangements?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Miss Renee watches our orders from home. She said, Are we closed on Saturday? I was like, well, yeah.
Well, yeah,
she said, well, your mom took an order. I was like,
I told her we could. She said, we got stuff. And I said, we'll figure it out. And she offered to meet them. So
go, Jen. You get a gold star.
Thank you, Jen Day. Because I got to go watch my baby be in the dance recital Saturday.
Go ahead. She's at the beginning, the middle, and the end?
Yeah, supposedly. Yeah. Yeah.
You get to
That's
sit
how it
whole
always
time.
works. Oh, yeah. Well, I think Sydney said that she's really more in the middle and then at the end and the end. So, anyway. Of course, when Sydney danced, Sydney had to be in all of them from the beginning and the end of the I always tell about how many costumes we had to get. So.
Lacey's watching. Hey, Lacey.
Hey, Lacey.
She said she hopes we get some rest this weekend. I will, but Chris is going to be wrangling 5 grandkids, so I don't think he will. Your heart will be full, though.
I'm sure it's just going to be a peaceful, non-script. Did I tell you the other story? So I'm in the line, and this poor couple, you could just tell they were haggard. They were just tired, just worn out. And they had the double pushed buggy, the baby carriage thing, or whatever we call it. Anyway, and they're sitting there, and they're just, and of course, when one starts screaming, the other starts screaming. The 2 kids. Well, it looked like one might have been maybe 3, and the other one maybe like a year and a half. And I looked and I said, hey, trust me, you better enjoy it. It goes by way too fast. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I said, listen, mine are 11 months apart, but trust me, it goes by way too fast, and it all just becomes a memory at some point. So
we'll see what they think right now.
Yeah, but right now she says, well, thank you. I needed to hear that. And I'm like, well, I'm sure you did, because you were like about ready to cry. But anyway, lived it, got the T-shirt. Of course, Mama lived it a lot more than I did. I was always the one running in late for all the events. Right? Someone had to pay the rent. Anyway, what do you think? I kind of like the color combo.
Pretty.
So there's today's little bit of happy. Something a little bit different. Kind of shades of blueberry. Lavenders and blues with a hint of just a pop of coral fuchsia. Anyway, all right, y'all. Sorry we were a little bit late. We were a whole lot late today, but we had to attend the Arkansas Florist Association meeting, so gotta take care of that as well. Oh, we need to start talking next Friday. We need to talk about our we gotta do how many things for the AFD? Three. So maybe we'll talk about that on Friday. Who knows what we'll be doing Friday, right?
That's right.
All right. We'll see y'all soon. Bye, y'all.